Hi guys, so it's been a while since I've done anything with orcs, and anyone who knows me and this channel knows I love orcs. So I found these lovely chaps online, good old My Mini Factory by Dark Gods. I'll leave a link down below guys to, well, to everything I use, like always links down below to, well, find out what I've used and where I've got stuff from. So yeah, I love the look of these. Basically orcs riding T-Rexes or Velociraptors. Yeah, what could be better? So just a simple case of downloading the files and then dragging them into the slicer software that I use. So I'm using Box as well. This is what I've used for years and years, and yeah, never had any problems with it. So as you saw, there's quite a few variations, especially of the heads. I do love the look of some of these orc heads, but I've gone for a nice plain looking one. Well, I was going to go for one with the beard because it's kind of like similar to me, I guess. And again, the torsos. So this is where obviously I love orcs because they're always big, they're always chunky, they always have a good amount of weapons. So again, with this one, yeah, a whole variety of bodies to choose from, which is just great because you can mix and match, which is awesome. And I'm printing them out on my Frozen Sonic Mighty 8K, yeah, using this 8K resin. Again, with resin, I've used a whole variety of resins and never found them to be that different. Well, I'll have to admit, yeah, things have changed now. Using an 8K resin seems to make more of a difference than using printers with higher sort of resolution, as this stuff, yeah, gives awesome results. And as you'll see, yeah, I love this printer. I've had it for a good few weeks, and well, I've been printing on it most days and it's just been perfect. No failures, no errors. So print quality is just awesome. And yeah, as you've seen there, yeah, I've kind of adapted mine a little bit by taking the front cover off, splitting it in half, just because, well, as I always say, I don't have any room. So guys, if you have any questions about this this Sonic Mighty 8K by Phrozen, yeah, let me know in the comments, as I'll try and answer them. As I say, I've been using this quite a while now, and yeah, absolutely love it. I will be trying out some new resin soon, ABS resin for this printer. As I say, the 8K stuff, as you can see here, the definition is just awesome. The only issue I do sometimes have is it can be a bit brittle. So sometimes really small items, yeah, there's a chance they may break off. But yes, that's one I'm going to try is the ABS resin, just because obviously that has more flex to it, a bit more bounce to it. So especially for the small miniatures that I do, where I do sometimes have, well, small weapons and the like. So yeah, I'm going to do a bit of basing on this chap. As we all know, normally I don't do bases, I normally do clear bases. But yeah, this little chap, the chances are he's not ever going to be used in any kind of game. So that's why I'm going to make a little base for him. Although guys, I do have an eBay account where I do sometimes sort of sell bits and pieces that I make. Again, this is where I don't have a lot of room. So sometimes, well, in the past, I used to make things and then bin them. So rather than bin everything these days, and obviously as this is my full-time job, yeah, a lot of the stuff I do sort of build and make, I sell. So there'll be a link down below. Check that out to my eBay page and see if there's anything there, well, that you want to buy. So yeah, this guy's doing a bit of basing. When I do basing, I do like to keep it fairly simple. So I've got a couple of boxes, or these little tray thingies, with different sort of, well, sands, stones and rocks in. And good old PVA glue. Obviously it takes a little while to dry, but for this kind of thing, it's probably the best glue to use, because obviously it is nice and cheap. And I say, it does give you a chance, if you do put something on here, you can move stuff around, because it does take, well, quite a few hours to sort of, yeah, fully dry. So as you've seen, yeah, put some light sand on first, and then I got some thicker sort of stones. Although it does look like, it looks like cat litter, especially with the little brown bits in, but don't worry, this isn't cat litter, and those brown bits are from here, this. Somehow, yeah, I got some of them into the other one. So again, just building the base up, a variety of sort of size stones, and then once it's all dried, I did actually go over and put some more lighter, finer sand, just to sort of fill in any gaps with this thicker stuff. And then just to make sure it all stayed in place, yeah, I've got some PVA glue, loads of water. I got no idea what the ratio is, guys, because to be honest, I don't normally do this. It's only because some of these rocks kept moving that I thought, yeah, I need to sort of put over it some PVA glue, watered down. And there we go. Yeah, a couple of minutes sort of later, well, a couple of seconds later for the video, primed in black and dry brushed white. And again, you can see tons of definition in this. So Dark Gods have done an awesome job with their miniatures. They do have quite a variety of orcs, so you may well see some more. Oh, and this week, yeah, because I've not done orcs for quite some time, I'm doing an orc special this week. Well, special for me because I love orcs. If you're not really into orcs, I'm sorry, but you'll get to see, yeah, the 3 videos out this week, this being the first, and they're all going to include orcs. But stick around for the last one because it is Easter Friday. So, yeah, there's a funny orc kit bash coming out on Friday. Yeah, I love what I've done. I think it's just so funny. So, keep an eye out for that. So, yeah, sticking with the Green Stuff World dipping inks, I've got quite a few. I've got about 4 or 5 different greens. So, I'm going to be trying out all the different greens with orcs just to sort of see, well, which one is going to be my favourite one. Again, dipping inks, I've got nothing bad to say against them. All of their inks are really good. The only thing I will say, obviously, when you use these for the first time, these are so different from contrast paints and speed paints by Army Painter, as in the dipping inks are very wet, fluid, that's the word. Yeah, because I never know what to say sometimes, but someone did put on one of my comments, yeah, if you use the word fluid or flows, yes, so this stuff flows really well. But say if you use it for the first time, because as you can see here, it is very wet and fluid. So yeah, be careful when you do use this for the first time. You don't put too much on, especially in a small area, because it will run like water. But again, that's why I kind of love it, because it does flow really well. It really does get into those nooks and crannies. And yeah, I've not had a bad paint. I'm not that I'm dissing Army Painter in any way, but obviously some of their paints or their speed paints don't perform as well as others. Well, so far with the dipping inks, I've not had any of their paints disappoint me. They've all been really good, which is awesome. So yeah, paint some copper there. Obviously with the copper, the Green Stuff World dipping inks don't do any sort of metallic range as of yet, or not that I'm aware of. So just using a plain copper there, and then I'll be using a good old wash over the top of that. But say, as you can see here with this brown, so this is an intensity ink. I have no idea what the difference is between an intensity ink and a dipping ink. All I know is they are pretty much the same. Yeah, unfortunately this brown, I don't know how, but the name has been rubbed off. But as always, what I like to do with all the paints I get, I do like painting the lids. Just because then you know you're going to get a full accurate sort of look and colour of how it's going to go on, well, on the things that I paint. So even the lids, I Slapchop painted the lids, as in I primed them in black, dry brushed them in white, and then yeah, use the paints from obviously whichever paint bottle it was to paint the lid, so I can see exactly how it's going to look on my little chap here. And again, this is the joy of this sort of painting. It is so fast. I mean, this chap didn't take long at all. I mean, obviously I can paint these miniatures quicker than I can 3D print them, which is just nuts. And I know this thing seems crazy because I've been doing this style of painting now for about 1.5 years. It still amazes me that I can paint miniatures really, really fast and to a standard that I'm very happy with. Yeah, if you go back and look at some of my videos from 2-3 years ago, well, for one, you'll be hard pressed to find videos of me painting miniatures because I just hated it. My go-to painting style used to be painting sort of things that I'd make as in buildings and terrain. And even then, most of the painting then, everything turned into a rust bucket just because I found painting rust so easy. But yeah, this painting style, yeah, I just love it, which is why obviously I am painting a lot more miniatures these days. Well, have been for the last year, just because I also enjoy it. Yeah, this has really given me a fond loveness of painting miniatures, just because, I mean, look at this guy, he's glorious. I mean, even now, so I look at him and think, wow, he was so easy to paint. So it really is the obviously the dipping inks that just make this easy. And this green that I've used, yeah, this is my, well, I would say it's my favourite green, but I've already started painting the other chaps that are going to come out this week. And yeah, I love their greens as well. So dipping inks, let's say there's about 6 different greens. I've used 3 of them and absolutely love them. So I need to possibly do 6 orcs, all standing in a line, and paint them. Yeah, see how they all come out. So again, yeah, links down below, guys, to where obviously you can get hold of the Green Stuff World dipping inks. And I know before everyone mentions it, I am mentioning Green Stuff World quite a lot. That's because they've been sending me quite a lot of variety of stuff to try out. I'm not being sponsored in any way. I'm not being paid. I'm not being told or asked what to say. They are literally sending me stuff. I'm using it, having fun with it. And yeah, just absolutely love the stuff. But say, I love this miniature. He's fantastic. And say, it didn't take long at all to paint. I don't know, half hour, if that, maybe. Yeah, so you really can get miniatures tabletop ready so quick. So last thing to do, paint the rim of the base, and then see some glamour shots of this bad boy. I hope you enjoyed the videos, guys, and yeah, you enjoy Orcs as much as me. And I say, it's crazy how simple, how quick, and just how easy it is to paint miniatures that are most definitely tabletop ready and look like this. And I say, for me, yeah, I love it, which is why, well, I'm painting miniatures every day because I love what I do. It's a lot of fun, it's very therapeutic, and yeah, you get to end up with awesome miniatures like this. So there's another video on the screen, guys. Go and give that a click, see more what I do. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave comments down below. Let me know what you want to see me do in the future. And yeah, you guys all take care. See you in the next one. Bye for now.